Hey, this is Brian coming to you today, and I'm going to be doing a final review here on the Tripltek tablet. I'm also going to highlight some of the custom tablet holders that I've ordered to fit just about any drone, or I should say any GPS drone out there on the market. So let's get to it, shall we? Hey, Brian of Mavic Aerial Visuals coming today from my sumptuous garage studio garage. And here today I'm going to show y'all the new custom made tablet holders that I've gotten from Tripltek. These tablet holders are made for the Tripltek device because this device is fairly thick. It's almost an inch thick, if not an inch thick. So most of the standard tablet holders out there really have a hard time fitting this. So we're going to take a look at all three of them for the DJI 2 series and the DJI Mavic Air and Mini 2 series, as well as Autel, the Evo 1 and the Evo 2 series. This thing... Okay, I'm going to show y'all how the adapter sets up for the Mavic Air and to some respects the Mavic Mini, because I know the controllers are pretty close to being the same size. So this thing kind of twists into place, similar to the other one I have. And said I always like to work with this strap. I just tend to leave it on. It's just an extra layer of protection. And it kind of fits down in there, but I'll just pull this up here. Get that under there, and right into that groove. There's a little groove it fits into nicely. And that really is about it. You'll see the passcode for my device here. But like I said, this one is the easiest one to do. It sets up in just a second or two. Of course, I've got it on the wrong side. My USB is over here. It's another good thing. This one really doesn't matter where that USB side is in. It works pretty good either way. Like I said, this thing is very sturdy on this support. I can hold it upside down, left and right. It's not going anywhere. And it feels very even. This is very comfortable. So we are ready to go. I hope y'all can see that. Okay, so that's really all the setup there is for the Mavic Air series. So on this one we've got the setup for the Mavic 2 series, the Pro and the Zoom. So this one actually came with its own bag, which I thought was kind of nice because there are some more parts to it. Came with a set of instructions, but not really necessary because like the Autel Evo, oops, that's another thing I like is this lanyard they sent with it. I don't know if y'all can read this or not. Yeah, that look a little familiar? I don't know. Anyway. So this one is not too complicated to set up. It's not near as easy as the Mavic Air series, but it is what it is. It's got a series of lock nuts that kind of help you unfold it. So what you want to do, this is a faceplate. You want this to fit in here. Well, let me undo that. That might help. Get those out of the way. So that fits right over your... It kind of snaps into place. You can move it around, and this comes up here to the back, and you want to get it to where there's a snap. There. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. So that's locked in place now. That's usually how that's going to ride. So, but anyway, I'm going to get an idea, because the tablet's going to sit right here. So you want to kind of have this set up a little bit and then tighten down some before you get too far into this. And this is what's actually going to hold onto the tablet, of course. Very, very similar to the iPad setup. So, but anyway, yeah, this fits over that. You screw that on. How come things never seem to work as easy when you're doing it on camera as when you did it when you're not on camera? Now, see if we get this in the right place again. This strap can be removed. I prefer to leave it on. But one thing I found when I'm not using it for anything drone related, it's an awful handy carrying case. So, but now this thing does have some weight. So this is where you want to tank down on your clamps. Make sure they're all good and tight. So, one thing you got to remember too, just like the iPad, so whenever you use one of these, you want to keep in mind that it doesn't interfere with your use of the sticks or of the antenna. So you want to generally, most times you're flying with your antennas up like that. So you want to kind of like that in the up position, and that thing is still not quite right. So let me adjust it one more time. The antennas are completely free of the Tripltek. So the only thing I don't like about this, okay, number one, we've got a lot of weight up here, but it is sturdy. You know, it's not going anywhere. I don't want to hold it upside down. I don't trust it that much. There is, by the way, a clamp that fits down here. I did not bother to put it on. It's in the bag. Just one more step, though, but it just fits over the top. I guess I should have put that on to show y'all, but I just want to give y'all an idea of this anyway. Not so much to, but just to show you what it's supposed to look like. And, of course, you can't feel what I'm feeling, but this thing feels a little top heavy. And, you know, it's not as, what's the word, comfortable as the Mavic Air 2 was. So to that end, this is why they provided the lanyard, which is a nice little touch. I've got a couple of other lanyards, and I like this one though because it has the DJI motto on it. So yeah, once you get that around there, now this puppy is comfortable. I can sit here all day, or stand all day and work with this thing. So there you go. Now here's the thing though. This is still a thing with the Tripltek. This is a USB-C. On the Mavic 2 series on the RCs, you can port in here, in which case it'd be better if you flip this thing around and had your USB here and then port in over here. I have never used this port to fly with. I've always used the regular USB port down here. Those are very common cables to come by. They're easy to come by. In fact, some of those USB to micro USB, not so much. USB-C to Lightning, yeah, they're a little hard to come by too. Ones that actually work with this Tripltek. So keep that in mind. I had to buy 2 or 3 when it came to my Autel series. So, but there you have it. And we'll go on to the Autel next. Okay, so I had mentioned earlier that the Autel remote control for the Evo works with the tablet adapter from Tripltek. Actually, the tablet adapter is a standalone replacement for the Lifthor tablet holder for the Evo. I've got it on here. This, like I said, it comes with a barcode. Shows you a YouTube video as to how to put this thing together, because it's not as easy as the other two. There's some screws involved. You gotta have a screwdriver, which is not a big deal. It's just a couple holes that are a little bit hard to fish putting this thing together. I had to go back inside and redo it and put this thing back together on its own. But I did get it put together, and it's pretty solid. So I'm going to go ahead and hook the Tripltek tablet up to it right now. Because this one is a little bit trickier than the others, but once it's on there, it actually holds it really nicely. So, but that flips up. Now, that goes down. This is actually, it locks it in place. This piece right here. There's some other features I'm going to go into here in just a second I like about this tablet holder rather than the Lifthor. Let me just tighten this up. Now, you can press in here. What is it? I saw that. This really does hold this thing securely. So that's basically it. I mean, when I say secure, this thing is not going anywhere. I mean, the worst you could do is drop it. And let me tell you right now, though, be honest with you, this thing is heavy. Or I should say, it feels off-center heavy. Whereas with the Mavic Air 2 Tripltek holder, this one really feels a little bit awkward. You know, if you're holding it out like this, I guess you're going to make up for it by hanging on to the legs of the RC. But it is a little bit awkward. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, once you get used to it. The one thing I do miss, though, is the Lifthor had a lanyard hook right here, so because it was awkward as well. So this one does not have the lanyard hook, so there's that. I'm sure something could be improvised. Something else, too, I want to mention. Now, I took my Lifthor off the remote controller, and to be honest with you, this thing will fit, maybe not as snugly, but it will fit my iPad, because these bottom legs can be pushed in all the way. So it's going to hold the iPad, maybe not as securely as the Lifthor did, but it wasn't really all that secure in the first place. You don't want to slide it too much back and forth to the side laterally. So there's that. So as I said here, well, my RC is ready to be sent to the shop. It's got some issues, but I just wanted to show you how this does fit on the RC for the Autel equipment. It's very solid, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this all the way around for the Tripltek on these tablet holders. Definitely makes the experience of flying with the Tripltek much more comfortable. Okay, so to summarize everything there is to be said about the Tripltek device, overall I am really happy with this thing. I'm glad I purchased it. And by the way, that is something else I want to touch on. All the adapters that you saw me put on, I purchased them all with my own money. I'm not being paid by anyone to say this. This is also not an endorsement. All I am telling you is I found this to be a wonderful device to fly your drone with. That's not to say it's perfect. Every device I've ever had, be it my cell phone, iPad, whatever else they've thrown out there that I've gotten my hands on, there's one or two little bugs that'll go like, why does that do that? Why does that app crash when it's 1,000 feet away? Just one of those things. But neither here nor there. The Tripltek is a really good device. It lives up to its product name now. There were some issues in the beginning when I first got it way back in October. It was not ready for prime time, let's put it like that. So in November, Tripltek actually contacted me, and I got with one of their reps on a Zoom connection, and we went step by step on doing that firmware update. It was a 1.2 approximately, gigabyte firmware update, that ever since then, this thing has worked like a charm with Autel. Autel was the biggest problem. Autel works great now with this thing, so no issues there. But whatever device you choose to fly with, just don't forget the main thing. Don't become so involved in all the minutia of what goes into it. The main point of doing this hobby as a hobby is for fun. Just get out there and fly, at least when you can. I know in a lot of parts of the world winter is winter, and I'm here in Houston and it's January 20 something and I'm looking at bright blue sky with lots of sun. It's about 60 degrees. Okay, I better stop with that. But yeah, I understand, but it's not so great maybe where you are right now. Weather changes all the time. All I'm saying is just get out there, fly, and have some fun. And I will hope to see you in the next one. Take it easy, y'all. Bye-bye.